Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, Research Stadium, home to the Beavers, and you better get used to the sound of chainsaws as the fans here have been ready for this clash since early this morning. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And the Beavers will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks offense will start this game off. They've met in the so-called toilet bowl, and they've played to go to the Rose Bowl. It's run the gamut, but this one is always intense.
Yeah, Reese, I called that game back in 2009 where the winner was going to go to the Rose Bowl, and I had a chance to really feel the electricity and the excitement at Autzen Stadium that day. This really is a tremendous ride.
And even when a Rose Bowl isn't on the line, Oregon State just feels good. The in-state rivalry, the hate, it's always a good matchup.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires one high and deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. They'll throw it on first down. They get him down after he makes the catch. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. Finds a crease at the 20. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw on second down. Moving away from pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone. You're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. And it's no good. He missed it. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
First down here for the offense. Back to throw, it's McNabb. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
6 yards on the play. Brings up second down.
They'll try to find a more productive play this time on second and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Buys a little time. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Quarterback moving. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Beavers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal. Looking deep down the right side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Ducks line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. ULM looked less like a group of Warhawks and more like a bunch of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in Monroe, and today they found a way outside of Malone Stadium. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on second and long from the 10. At the 20, he's got space. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves to change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. At the 35, he's loose. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Beavers are in the hurry-up.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
And the Beavers will snap it on first and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up second and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give to the back. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Going up top on first down. Got him downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Dropping back, it's McNabb. Pocket starts to collapse. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun to give, looking for room. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got his man. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking him.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Looking to throw, it's McNabb. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. On second down, wants to throw. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Beavers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He leaves it with his back. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. To the air, it's McNabb looking to scramble. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Splits the uprights. They go 83 yards on the drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
Set to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Quarterback on the keeper. Plows through the defense. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. From the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He makes the connection. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Trying to find his man on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. A program whose history is built on speed. Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to play a year ago. They were ready for a war. They came out, they took it to Oregon State. They didn't back off, Jesse. That game meant a lot to them.
Yeah, they just caught fire early. Oregon State couldn't put the fire out. They had no answers. Every possession Oregon had, it seemed like they were going up and down the field. So the big challenge for Oregon State in this one is to try to get off to a great start.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. He wants to throw. Fires toward the end zone. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Purdue pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. A masterful road performance, or as Coach likes to call it, Boilermakers football. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to pass. It's McNabb. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, from Corvallis to Eugene, there are some ornery folks and some emotional fan bases in this always contentious battle between the Ducks and Beavers. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Oregon and Oregon State plays out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Wants to bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He's going to pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds a man on the left. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Looking for a man. It's McNabb. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Beavers will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He'll pull it down and run. At the 20, he's got space. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking for the end zone on 2nd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. Give to the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Time to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a 1st down in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. The hand to the running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Ducks are flying down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He finds his man. Touchdown, Ducks! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Jacksonville State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. He's going to run it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Now on 2nd down. To throw, it's McNabb. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Looking to go up top on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Looking left. Finds a man by himself. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Coming after him. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. And now on third down after that last run. Quarterback will audible. Got room at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's a first down for the offense.
From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The inside handoff. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Trying to get to him. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Ducks send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Breaks the tackle. And he showed off that stiff arm for a nice pickup on the play. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll pull it on the read. Finds a crease at the 20. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Trying to cap this drive with the pass.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Trying to punch it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
PAT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Oregon, 49. Oregon State, 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Buys a little extra time. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Discards a man. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. It's really easy.